Joining us on the Mercedes-Benz Vans phone line is a guy who is one of the hottest quarterbacks in the NFL, and I not only know that, is a guy who covers the league and talks about it every day here in NFL Network, but he's in both of my fantasy football teams as my starting quarterback. And there's no pressure when I say that sort of stuff to set up the conversation here of the man who is going to be quarterbacking for the Bengals on Monday Night Football, taking on the Cleveland Browns. And the Mercedes-Benz Vans phone line is Joe Burrow. How you doing, Joe?
Good, Rich. How's it going?
I'm doing good. Seems like life is going better for you over the last month. Would that be an honest assessment for you?
Yeah, the ups and downs of an NFL season, that's for sure.
Okay, so what has clicked in the last 4 to 5 games that might not have in the first 2 for you in your estimation?
We've just been executing better. We've got out to some good starts the last 3 or 4 games that have kind of limited the defense's ability to kind of play prevent defense and keep everything in front, and we've made them be more aggressive, so we have some more opportunities down the field, and the run game's got going a little bit. Everybody's playing well right now.
And I know the line was a subject of conversation, certainly in the NFL media, after your remarkable run to the Super Bowl last year, and then the free agency period in which, if I'm not mistaken, you definitely welcomed your guys when your new teammates when they came in. Is the gelling of that unit? How has that been going from your perspective, Joe?
Yeah, those guys are just getting better and better each week. Every week it's been a slight improvement. They've been playing lights out for the last 3 or 4 weeks, giving me enough time in the pocket to find our guys down the field. We've been getting the ball out quickly. Our quick game has been really good to us. And then our downhill run game is really coming along. So we're excited about where we're at up front.
And then in terms of your summer where your appendix, did it burst? Did your appendix burst? Did that happen?
It did, yeah.
Okay. And so I know you're not an excuse guy, but how did that affect your preparation for the season and maybe the first couple of weeks for you this year?
Yeah, it definitely had an impact. I don't know how much of an impact it had. It's tough to say looking back. I'm definitely feeling a lot bigger, stronger, faster now than I was after that surgery. It took a lot out of me. I wasn't able to get a ton of time during camp, which is the time where I really hone my skills and look to get better. So that time missed, you can never get back. But now we're feeling great and rolling. What
are you better at now that you knew you needed to work on coming into the league a couple of years ago, Joe Burrow? What do you think?
I've just played in the system for 3 years and have seen more defenses and understand what looks might lead a certain play to maybe not be successful, and I'm able to get to a play that might be successful against that look. And so you see across the league quarterbacks having new offenses over and over and over again. That's a tough way to be successful. We've made slight adjustments to what we do over the years, but the core stuff is the core stuff, and I think that's a recipe for success for quarterbacks.
How much does it help to the fact that one of your guys in your offense is a guy you played college ball with too, Joe?
Yeah, all those guys on the edge help me. Everyone sees it on Sunday.
Sure.
How good those guys are. But then, as far as Jamar goes, when you come into and see new faces in a receiver room, you have to, first of all, learn how they run routes. Second of all, you got to learn their personalities, learn how to talk to them, because you can't talk to everybody the same. And as a quarterback, a leader of the team, you have to kind of study your guys and understand how you talk to one guy. You might not be able to talk to another guy like that. You got to find what makes him tick. And I already knew that with Jamar. And so, that's why we really gelled immediately when he came into the league, because we had that rapport at LSU. I knew how he ran routes. He knew where the ball was going to be, and we knew how to create that dialogue.
Did he know you're going to wear his gamer to the game in the Superdome a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, I had texted him the day before asking if I could wear it.
Okay, so he had it with him, or because that looked like truly game-worn material.
Yeah, that was the one he wore in the national title game. I think he had it framed in his house, I think, something like that. He was able to get it quickly.
He took it off the wall? Are you serious? He took it off the wall and out behind glass and got it
I could be wrong, but I think that's how it was.
Okay. And so that was done when? Like, you were on the plane, said, can you get it done? Or, like, walk me through that
I just
setup.
texted him the Friday before we left for the game.
Okay. Well, I guess you can get things overnighted in these days and age. You can do that.
There you go.
So what did that mean to him, do you think? What did that mean to you? Let's just get to him. Let's get to you. What did that mean to you that you could walk into the building as a defending AFC champion quarterback with that building having so much meaning for you wearing his game uniform, Joe?
Yeah, I just wanted to, Jamar's from New Orleans, and so I wanted to, pay a tribute to my time at LSU in Louisiana in that building. All the fans were so good to me there, and then to, honor Jamar in his home city, and then we were able to go out and do it on the field too, which at the end of the day is all that matters.
Mm-hmm. And now, what meaning does this game have for you, Joe, being in Ohio, you being an Athens, Ohio guy, doing it for Cincinnati, going to Cleveland in front of the whole country, Monday Night Football, the Battle of Ohio? Any special meaning for you in this one?
Well, I haven't beat the Browns since I've been in the league, so that's an exciting challenge. We're excited to go out there and do it. They're really good on defense. They have corners that one of the best corner duos in the league. Obviously, they got Myles Garrett and Clowney, who are always disruptive, so you can't let those guys beat you. So we're going to have to be on our P's and Q's. It's going to be a tough-fought battle. We're excited about the challenge. Okay, so you have noticed you have not beaten the Browns. You've just made note of that, T-Man. So you have noticed that. Okay, so it would have some sort of meaning for you to beat this team, and is that born out of just where you were born and your upbringing and things of that nature, Joe? Yeah, you could say that. Also, I played with a lot of players on that team. Denzel was in my class at Ohio State, our recruiting class, 2015. Jacob Phillips, who just got unfortunately hurt and is not playing, played with him at LSU. Grant Delpit played with him at LSU. Tommy Togiai played with him at Ohio State. So I played with a lot of those guys, and we know each other. So that's always some added motivation.
Right, but Denzel and those guys you mentioned, they stayed at Ohio State, right? They didn't have to go somewhere else to get their fame and eventual fortune, right, Joe? Is that what you're saying? Okay.
Correct.
All right. I'm just where my allegiances lie on this front, right, Joe Burrow? Do you know that?
I don't.
Okay, I'm a Wolverine, sir.
Oh, there you go.
Joe, get ready.
No. It's okay. Because, Ohio State fans loved the fact that when you won your Heisman Trophy, you gave a shout-out to Ryan Day and that school. And all of us on this side of the fence were like, okay, well, then you should have stayed there,
Well, Well, at the end of the day, that was, not a lot of people at that level were recruiting me out of high school, and so I do owe. First of all, I'm still friends with Coach Day. Still have a bunch of friends at Ohio State that are coaching there. So whenever I'm back in Columbus, I try to stop by and see them. So there's no hard feelings on that end. Obviously, I would have loved to got the chance and my opportunity there, but it didn't work out that way, and I think it worked out just fine.
It definitely did. And now, and plus there's two, I guess, campuses where you don't have to buy a meal. There's one in Ohio. And then what was the reaction to you when you went back to New Orleans, if you did have any moments outside of your hotel room in any way, shape, or form?
I didn't get out much. I sat on the balcony for a little bit and just kind of took in the atmosphere and environment of New Orleans.
Okay.
But the majority of the interactions were with workers that worked at the Superdome, security, vendors, that kind of stuff, where I really felt the love talking with those people. That was fun for me to experience that.
Pretty cool. A few minutes left with Joe Burrow, the Cincinnati Bengals quarterback, here on the Rich Eisen Show. How do you decide your pregame arrival attire? Walk me through that process, Joe. Did you got something for me on that front?
I wouldn't say that there's a process. I would just say I go in the closet and find what I like and throw it on. There's not really, I go shopping once a year for some, 5 or 6 outfits that I plan on wearing during the season. Other than that, it's just whatever I feel like wearing.
Okay, so then I guess what is the process as to what winds up in your closet? Like, what's that all about, Joe? Are you by yourself? Do you get any help? You get any 2 cents? What do you got for me? Anybody pitching you to wear their stuff? What do you got?
It's not really. I don't know. I just see stuff that I like and I buy it. I don't know. It's not. I don't really have a set style, I would say.
Okay.
I would just say I like colors. I like flowers.
Okay. All right.
Sorry, I don't have a better answer.
No,
for
it's
you,
okay. No, by the way, that's a terrific answer. So has that game slowed down for you as well, entering the pros? Where things come to you more naturally, that part of your process?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say that.
I like
would say, it's more confidence to wear what I like.
Okay. Very good. And what do you have picked out for this Monday? What do you got?
I haven't decided yet. I usually decide Friday or Saturday.
Okay. Maybe something orange? I don't know. Just throwing it out because it is Halloween, so this will definitely be.
You're right. It is Halloween. I might have to get a costume.
This will be the most. This will be maybe the most scrutinized fit that you've had as a professional.
True.
ESPN.
So what costume do you think I should get, Rich?
Jim Harbaugh. Go as Jim Harbaugh. Put on the khakis.
Wow.
What do you think? No?
That's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea.
He's from Ohio too. He was born in Toledo, sir. I mean, he's an Ohio.
Tell you what, there's a lot more people from Ohio, famous people from Ohio, than you think there is.
Okay. All right. Maybe I don't know. What would you have a favorite movie character that you could go as? What do you think? Who do you think?
I don't know.
Like, what's the last movie you watched, Joe? What was the last movie you watched?
I'm a big documentary guy.
Okay.
I just watched the Nolan Ryan documentary.
Oh, that was so good.
That's on Netflix. That was a good one.
Okay.
Yeah, really good one.
Okay. I don't know if that would be appropriate for you to dress that way. I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you think? Okay. I don't know. It is a Halloween night, and I think we got to focus here. I just gave you my best option is Harbaugh. I think that would be very provocative. People would talk.
Yeah.
People would talk.
Joe Exotic.
People would definitely talk.
Joe Exotic.
But he may have already done that one.
Have you done that one? Joe Exotic?
I have not.
The Lion King?
I have not.
Hey.
Okay. The Tiger King.
The Tiger. Okay.
If he went as Lion King,
It'd
that would
be
definitely be
different.
Okay.
Different team.
Yeah.
All right. So, Joe, before I let you go back to, I guess, the real world here of football, how do you think you going to the Super Bowl last year, having that experience, knocking out the Chiefs, winning an AFC Championship game on their road, taking the hits that you took, going to the Super Bowl, having an opportunity on your last drive to win it, how do you think that helps in your estimation moving forward? Obviously, you wanted to win. I get it.
Yeah.
But you having that experience at such an early stage of your career and age, how do you think that informs and maybe helps your world?
I think it just, specifically this year, I think it just helped us and will continue to help us with the ups and downs of the season. Understanding that the season is really a marathon. We started out strong last year. At one point, I think we were 7-6 last season, and we ended up in the Super Bowl. And so, when we were 0-2 this year, nobody panicked. We knew that this season fluctuates, and there's a lot of ups and there's a lot of downs, and it's going to, even out in the long run, and we're going to get this thing going. So, specifically this year, I would say that, and we just know what it takes to get there now. We know what a playoff environment on the road is going to feel like, and really in December on, all those games are playoff games. You got to win all of those to be in the dance, and so we know what that takes.
Joe Burrow, appreciate the time here, sir. Greatly appreciate it. I say hi to your defensive coordinator for me. I went to high school with his sister. How about that for a little nugget walking out the door?
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
Yep, Lou's sister Elena. He went to high school with my brother. So we're Staten Island guys. Yep.
Small world.
It is a small world, absolutely. And I look forward to seeing. Look, I've got the gear. I've got like a game-worn Harbaugh thing on my wall. I could yank it off and FedEx it to you if you need it for Monday night to walk in.
I gotta say, Rich, I'm probably gonna pass on that one.
Respectfully, I take it respectfully. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, Joe. We'll chat again soon. Good luck to you down the line. Appreciate it.
Awesome. Thanks.
Right back at you. That's Joe Burrow right here on the Rich Eisen Show.
Joe Burr.
That was great.